Hi everyone, and welcome back to Whiskey Pilgrim. And yeah, to review on this little beauty, the Bunnahabhain 25-year-old. Yeah, and as you saw before the intro, I opened it up a little bit, so I'm just gonna open it so you can see the whole thing again. There we go. This is the new box. They had one that was, I think, like a wooden box or something. We opened up like that, and then they did like a more cardboard box thing. This is also like card box that you just open up, and there's some kind of wood here. I'm not sure what kind of wood it is. It's not probably the most reliable, so I wouldn't do a furniture. This one, when you drink it up, it's a nice box. It's a nice box. So here we go. So I take it out, and there you go. The Bunnahabhain 25-year-old. It is 46.3% non-chill filtered and no added color, as it says on the label. And it is quite expensive. I can tell that already. So the price will be in consideration when I'm talking about this whiskey. A little bit what I think and all that. Because it's not the cheapest whiskey at all. So, just so you know, I'm just going to put it down there. I'm just going to do this so I'm professional with me. It didn't break. Let's do this. Alright. There we go. It's just because I need to power up my computer. And it's got even more light in here. Wow. Anyway, this is the color of this whiskey. So for 25 years, what kind of cask has been matured in? Well, I couldn't really find it, but I would guess, because I've tried this before and I read on the label. Back here, because on this very nice thing here, it says, you know, you get all these, let's see here, I can get them for you. The tasting notes and some useful information, or useless depending on how you want to look at it. Information, so I have tried it before, so I would guess there's some kind of sherry cask has been involved. Of course some oak cask, of course, because everything is oak. But maybe new American oak, or some kind of American oak as well, shard or whatever. Because if you look at the color, it's for 25 years. It's not that dark, but still, I have tried whiskies that are quite old and haven't had that big color at all, you know, because it doesn't have to be first filled, you know. Anyway, yeah, it's an expensive bottle. I paid, or I should have paid 330 euros, I think, for this bottle of whiskey. I did not have to pay that because, you know, I had a gift card here in Systembolaget, because it was actually cheaper for me to buy it in Systembolaget and then order it from the UK, believe it or not. So, you know, Sweden is not always that expensive to buy from. So yeah, the bottle, you know, it has some kind of like a metal or tin thing here, quite nice. And the label is also just paper, a little bit more thicker, and all this plastic label, not plastic, but tin label. Yes, it is expensive. So it is an Islay whiskey. It is unpeated. I'm just gonna tell you that right out, so you don't think of anything else. But there are gonna be some kind of typical Islay notes in this one. So let's get into the palate, not the palate, but into the nose right away. Just gonna put this one there. There we go. You guys were like the sherry, you know, raisins, sherry of course, red fruit candy, sour apples, grass, yeast, some kind of citrus notes. Some sugary sweetness, or just sugary barley, whatever you want to call it. There's saltiness, some not vegetal, but you know, coastal air to this one, since it is an Islay. So you get that like ocean kind of feeling to this one, or like what you usually get on an Islay whiskey. Seaweed as well. It's really nice. nice. There's some salted caramel. Some nuts in it. Walnuts maybe. It's really nice nose. Still, I would prefer more power to this nose due to the price point, but still, it's a beautiful nose. Really beautiful nose. So, let's get into the palate now. Cheers! Whew. A lot of things happening. Figs and dates and raisins. Some spice like cinnamon, chili, dark chocolate, sweet honey, or like like, I don't know if it's like strawberries or raspberry, yam as well. Honey and barley. Quite salty as well. A lot of, the fresh coastal air, I call it, I do get some, I don't want to say peat, but there's a salty maritime typical Islay thing going on here. People might call it medicinal, maybe, but damn, it's good. It is really good, actually. Has spice to it, sweetness, all that maritime coastal air saltiness as well. The caramel, the nuttiness, cherry influence. It's quite a punch, actually. Even though when you look at the color, it's quite a big, smack to the face to this one. Not like the longer 14-year sherry cask matured in that way, but when you look at the color, you don't expect too much on it. This one bait actually do deliver quite a lot, I would say. So, final thoughts on this one. It is a really good whiskey. It's not a whiskey that's gonna be for everyone due to the fact that it's quite an expensive whiskey. Due to budget, some people are not gonna wanna pay this much money for a whiskey. Once upon a time, I didn't pay this much even. Never would consider paying this much, But every time and then, it's just a tip. Save some money every month from your salary. Just save some money every month, and then one time a year maybe, when you save up some money, you can actually buy a little bit more expensive bottle of, if you want to. I don't say you should, but it's just a tip. I usually do that. I save some money every month, to buy a more expensive whiskey. I think it should have cost like 340, 350 in Sweden, but I got it for less due to the fact that I had a gift card. So I was very pleased about that. This is definitely a try before you buy. You might not like this one. If you want to get a good taste of Bunnahabhain, you just have the typical 18-year-old one. That's just a really good unpeated Islay whiskey. Unfortunately, that one has also gone up ridiculous amount of money or in pricing. When I bought it first, I think I paid like 75 euros for it. So now I think that one is up to like 120 to 130 euros. Here in Sweden, it's just ridiculous how expensive that one has become. I do understand the global demand and all that, you know, and all the pricing. But yeah, it's a shame. Bunnahabhain is really interesting. This is an unpeated Islay whiskey, or distillery that makes unpeated whiskey in Islay. They do make some peated versions of their whiskies. I have unfortunately not tried those. Would be interesting. But yeah, this one. Try before you buy, definitely. It's gonna be expensive. But if you find this in a bar or maybe in a shop and have one open, you can actually pay a little bit to try it. I don't highly recommend you do it. It's one of those whiskey I think you should try just to give your thoughts about it. Seriously, it's really nice. But still, is it nice for the price? And that's up to you. Always up to you. I was giving my thoughts, but still, yeah. Stay tuned, people. And I will see you next time on another review where I will actually do another Islay whiskey. Yeah, we can do another Islay whiskey, I think. Or was it an Highland whiskey? I'm not sure yet. But I like 2 reviews left on this Age of Craftsmanship after this one. So, we're nearing the end of this chapter. So, thank you everyone for staying tuned. Oh, my glass disappeared. Oh, magic trick, isn't it? Look, it disappeared. So, stay safe, people, and take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye!